Welcome back. I'm Carlos Charlie from Reboot Robot, and I'm here with the newest PS5 game, Returnal, from House Marquee. I think the developers House Marquee. So yeah, this game is crazy. It's different. It's a rogue-like game. Now, when you hear roguelike, you probably think like what is like a thief game or something. You go steal stuff. No, roguelike is pretty much like a single playthrough game. I mean, when you die, you lose everything permanently, depending on the game. Um, and you have to play like various playthroughs in order to actually see how the game's like. I'll give you a good example: Splunky. If you guys haven't heard of Splunky, you must heard of Binding of Isaac. If you haven't heard Binding of Isaac, you have heard of Hades. Those are like roguelike games. This is the newest one that just came out today, and I played it for like a good 2 hours, and I pretty much I'm recording the gameplay now. It's pre-recorded, and I'm just gonna kind of talk about how things go. So this game it's story driven. I mean, it's action and story driven. You can see here what's going on. So let's just take a quick look at it. And you come in this game, you come in hot. You don't know what's going on. I mean, you just know that an accident happens and you have to survive. Like for instance. And also, it's good to remember kind of every little detail on every gameplay, so you kind of get the feel of the story. Damn, when is any AAA in space? I mean, eventually when we do space travel, AAA space for space would be a very good thing, or some sort of insurance like that. I mean, I don't know, I'm just throwing it out there. So yeah, my first thoughts here, when you actually crash land on this planet, is the fact that well, first of all, the controller, the haptic feedback is incredible. Here you can actually feel every raindrop that's falling on you right
Astro,
now. Really cool.
this is Celine. I've crashed on Atropos. I
Atropos, that's the name
survived,
of the planet.
but Helios did not. Suit status operational, but my sidearm is missing.
So yeah, when I first started playing it right now, all I can think about is just explore. Walk around, kind of, see if I could pick up stuff, or even look at my environment, how beautiful it is, how lush it is. You know, and this game runs at a good 60 frames per second. I haven't seen a drop yet. I mean, maybe later, I don't know, but yeah, like I was saying, I was just testing out, the environment, the camera, everything, kind of doing my little exploring. But eventually, when you keep on dying, you just say screw this and you skip everything. You just beeline it through the hallway and everything. So you'll see. Yeah, right now you're just young, you're fresh. You're like, oh, what's this? Oh, grass. Oh, weird butterflies. Oh, later you're like, ah, screw it. I don't care about none of this. You just go straight to the boss. Like, I don't want to waste time. Yeah, but the first time you're like, yeah, this is awesome. Look at all this lush plants and yada yada yada.
Abandoning Helios. Heading towards White Shadow
And you're kind of
Broadcast.
scared to go into the next room because you don't know what to expect. I don't even have a weapon on me. It's just pretty much a little bit of tutorial. And this room is very interesting. If you played this game for the first time, I guess automatically you will have to enter this room because when you die, everything is auto-generated. Levels are auto-generated. But this is kind of crazy because if you look there, there's a person on top of that statue, a small person. It's actually an astronaut. I just noticed that right there. He's kind of glowing by the big statue to the right. I guess he's always looking at you and you don't even notice. And then if the camera's off, he's gone. I don't know who he is or who she, they, I don't know what they are. But supposedly they're watching you throughout the game and you can actually find them through the levels. Supposedly. That's the first time I seen it. It was kind of freaky. It reminds me of Half-Life when you have that what's it called? The strange character. Sometimes you find him in the levels looking at you and then he walks away. Very, very weird, but yeah, if you play it, make sure you catch that. Oh yeah, and also when you pick up things for the first time, you have to investigate it or scan it to see what the item is. And this obolite, I guess that's what you call it, is more like a currency or acts as an energy depending on, if you have a certain skills to make it into the energy or anything else.
I have found a deceased Astra Scout here. Checking identification
Oh,
on
and
the
here's where the
helmet.
plot kind of thickens because supposedly that's you, but you just saw that she first crash landed on this planet, or has she? That's what kind of makes you kind of go deeper in this game. All right, that's when you get the istal. Now you got some heat on you.
My sidearm.
Looks a litlittle Mass Effectish to me,
Continuing
but
towards the signals
it does the
origin.
trick. There's better weapons out there, but this is pretty cool. And also later on, you find out that if you like the triggers have haptic feedback. It has like two levels. You, I'll hold on. I'll explain later. But I love how the particle effects in this game are so awesome. There's things flying everywhere depending on where you shoot at, like these statues. It's really cool, that little minor detail. I love it. But yeah, that's the power of the PS5, I guess. Oh, and this is why I love these PlayStation, Sony studio games. It's just this is a very cool part to me. I love detail, and this is me panning the camera. This is not a cinematic. It's me panning the camera, and looking at this is like, oh wow, I'm like going to be sucked in a totally different world with all kinds of other stuff and life forms. I thought that was a really cool part, but let's get on to the next thing. Now combat. Combat could get very hairy, extremely hairy. Right here, this is a child's play what you're going to see here. This is nothing compared to what you're going to see later on. But what I would advise is don't aim, just run and shoot. Meaning don't hold down on the left trigger. Just run and just shoot with your right because you need speed. When you aim, you're slower. But if you're running, yeah, like that, just run and gun, run and shoot. And also, when you defeat an enemy, you gain adrenaline level. You get like little perks, and I think they stack up to 5. So if you kill 5 enemies, or I think more than 5, but you get these adrenaline levels, and you get these cool little upgrades, which will definitely help you in battle. But be careful though, because if you get hit once, it resets all your adrenaline levels. So this game, it frowns upon you being hit. I mean, of course, nobody wants to get hit, but you do have a life bar. It's like kind of sucks because then it gets reset and then you have to kill enemies again. But it's all good. Particle effects again. Wow, I love it. That's why I just put that in the video. And now the plant effects. I just had to go back to the plants. I'm sorry. Yeah, I know what a waste of time in video, but yeah, it's awesome. I don't care. Alright, here's just some more combat. And that dashing ability it's a lifesaver. It makes you maneuver better when there's so many bullets. I mean, this game is a bullet hell game. You'll see once I get to a harder area. But pretty much my trick so far is keeping your distance from your enemies. But eventually your enemies are going to have a force field, which you got to hit with a plasma sword. So you're like forced to get close to them. So this game kind of it knows your weakness in a way. And also, like I said, these maps are auto-generated, meaning that if you die, it's a different map. But it has the same big rooms. If you guys have played, let's see, oh, I can't think of the game at the moment, jeez. Let It Die. I don't know if you guys have played that, but that's like a roguelike game. The maps change, but the most important rooms don't. if that makes sense. Same as in with this game. Oh, and the malignant key. These keys, you sometimes need them to further go through the level, but when you pick up a key, it gives you a debuff. So that kind of sucks. Like right there, I got a malfunction. In order to fix my malfunction, I have to collect resin. It's kind of like like setting goals or picking up an item or fabricating an item in order to get that debuff off. This, I don't know what the hell this is, but this looks cool. Check it out. This is like the power of the PS5, or I'm just saying that, but watch. Just a crazy texture fix that it kind of affects with my bullets and stuff. It looks crazy. I don't know what that is yet, but it makes me want to play more to see what the hell it is. It looks gross. It looks kind of scary. The unknown is the most scariest thing to humankind, maybe, but to me, I hate the unknown. Okay, here's kind of the first boss fight. It's actually an enemy type looking like a boss fight, but check this out. Yeah. Oh yeah, it abuses me like a rag doll, this damn thing. Dead. Yeah, I'm dead. And as you can see here, bam, that was the intro. Now you get the title splash screen after you get your butt handed to you. So that's Returnal. Now, it will feel kind of discouraging losing, but if you played a game like The Binding of Isaac, where like you'll get that one run where you're gonna get the cool weapons, you're gonna get a good run where you're gonna get cool equipment, and you're gonna be like OP throughout the whole level. So that happens in this game too. So right now I was like, you know what, I'm gonna kill that thing, because I mean, I feel like I need my revenge, you know. So I was like, I was destined, like, you know what, I'm gonna find this guy again and beat him. The map changed, the whole map changed, and I eventually found this room, what I was just talking about. Yes, you get cool upgrades. You sometimes you get those sweet runs. It's not all the time. Sometimes you really gotta, you know, bust your ass and work harder. But this is one of those sweet runs. This is a cool plasma rifle, Xenotype rifle, whatever. This is one of my favorites so far. And also, you have like an alt fire too, where if you press halfway on the trigger, when you try to press it down, it has 2 clicks and the haptic feedback. You go down lightly on 1 click, you just aim. But if you go down the 2nd click, you do an alt fire, depending on what your rifle is. The more you use your rifle, the more you unlock abilities for that rifle. So yeah, it's pretty cool. And it has a charge time too when you use it. You see on the reticle, right there, it kind of glows. But yeah. And also, your weapons have an active reload. Now, active reload is from Gears of War, where if you reload and reload on a certain timing, you get like well, in Gears of War, you get a faster reload and you get super bullets. This, you just get a faster reload. You'll see it from time to time when I lose bullets, and then you'll see like a little meter, and if you get it right on the button, then you automatically get a reload faster. This thing is cool. You need an item for it. I don't have it yet, but you'll see in a second. Now in this game, all the suits are permanent. So if I die, I get the suit abilities. I lose all my weapons though. I lose all the weapons, which kind of sucks. But I do get my my suit upgrades, which is permanent, which is good. Otherwise, it'd be ridiculous to charge. And also like the particle effects, like when the what's it called, the Aerobite, whatever that yellow stuff is. When you pick it up, it follows you, and it looks like at first you think they're enemy bullets, but no, that's just the you know, the power ups. So it's kind of confusing because you're like always on edge. Like that stuff right there, the yellow stuff, it goes after you, and I feel like they're tracing bullets or like they're bullets from the enemies, but they're not. You see the permanent weapon trait where I unlocked it by using the weapon the most. Damn, that's the alt fire. Now the proficiency level is I don't know much about that yet, man. I gotta actually read the tutorial. So, like I said, I only played for like 2 hours. But this is one of the suit upgrades, and this is permanent, so that's pretty cool. Make sure you get all your suit upgrades. So don't be afraid of dying. This game actually encourages you to die, because when you die, you hit different rooms, and you hit that good room, and you'll replay it 5 times, but it'll actually make you stronger. So, like right there, I just got that upgrade.
System integration complete. Performing a function test to confirm.
And this makes me teleport. And just the effects of teleporting look so cool. The particle effects are just so awesome. So yeah, now I can teleport whenever there's a section in the room, the little thing on the ground. I can teleport anywhere, which helps a lot. Oh, this is a fabricator, pretty much like a, let's say like a store. Yeah, there you go. You can see there, you can see my resource, how much currency I have to use it. Those are pretty much suit upgrades, suit artifacts. And then on the other side are consumables, which I just took a look at, yeah. Bam. So make sure you use your resources wisely, because there's some runs that you really need help. There we go. Let's do it. Oh, here's a new enemy type that I encountered. It's like a plant monster. It kind of tries to web you, and it could teleport throughout the vines and trees. At first, it threw me off guard. I was like, what the hell is this thing? And there's a lot of enemy types in this game from what I've heard, so you got to kind of know what you're doing. Look at that thing, man. And also your life is called integrity, your suit integrity. That's pretty much what they call your life in the game. So you can see right there, you can see my suit integrity, that green bar over there. And when you get hit hard, no matter what it is. So hopefully during the game I'll get stuff that, you know, strengthens my suit, I hope. Or get a different suit. I don't know yet, but yeah. Oh, this, I have to show this. This is pretty cool. I mean, this is pretty much your tool, which is a sword. More like a samurai lightsaber sword, which is kind of like out of nowhere for this game, you know. It's pretty cool, actually. I like it.
Adding to equipment for immediate use.
It cuts crystal shards and breaks things, and also breaks force fields. Pretty cool. Alright, now here's the monster that killed me on my first run. Now, I want my revenge, so I'm going after this thing right now. And the thing is, I mean, there's more room for me to beat it, because in the room that I was in before, it was too small. So yeah, I got my revenge there on that ugly bastard. Okay, here's the first boss of this level. Now, of course, I had to go through a lot of things before I had to get to him. I had to get a key to open a huge gate, but I don't want to put all that video on here. It'll be an hour-long video. But here's the first boss in order for you to traverse to the second, or to the next world or environment in this game. Now, if you die, I have to start all over again and then lose all my weapons, so just keep that in mind. Imagine how stressful I am playing this bastard. And I don't even know his how do you say, his strategy, or the way he plays or fights, so I'm like screwed. And also, if you see his name, Frike, he has, you see those 3 little squares on the upper left hand corner of his life bar? Those are 3 life bars I need to drain in order to kill him. So pretty much he has 3 stages of attacks, in other words, or 3 forms. So now the key here is you have to keep on move, and also take down his pattern. Alright, I beat his first life bar, now he's on to his second. Now he changes things up a little bit, so you need to kind of adapt and keep sharp. Like that. I hate that. Now this is the type of bullet hell this game is. This is what bullet hell is. Just so many particles in the screen. Bam, dude, he got me on that one. I was like, oh, bastard. I hate it. I hate it when bosses do that. They just come at you and give you they backhand you. How disrespectful. I was getting his strategy down, but I took too many hits on my first round, so I couldn't adapt quick enough. So I died. Now, I started all over again with a new map, no weapons, but I got my suit upgrades. But I was destined to get this guy because now I kind of know his pattern. So it took me like at least 35 minutes to get back to him. So
Astra.
I was determined. And here we go again. So now I took in consideration his pattern and I took that to effect. But I didn't go through his third phase. I only went to the first and second phase. So just remember the pattern of the boss. That's just key and adapt. That's pretty much it. Because each phase, like I said, kind of mixes up his attack, its attack, I guess. But yeah, so take that in consideration. So here's the second time I fight this guy. Cat's excited. Man, these boss fights get my heart pumping. We're talking about like Dark Souls, Bloodborne. I mean, but this game is so different because it just deals with bullet hell. Just so many particles. You have to kind of think twice. I mean, first the particles and also the enemy at the same time. So it's kind of, it is difficult. It really is. Now, as you can see here, I'm doing better because I know his pattern, his movements. I kind of adapted to how he attacks. And the thing is, it kind of encourages you to be alert and learn, because if you lose, you have to spend another 25-30 minutes going through the map, which you don't want to waste time on. So. But sometimes you do need it, because going through the map again can give you certain upgrades that give you an edge in that. Oh, I hate getting hit. And also, your controller's going crazy with the haptic feedback, with the shooting and getting hit, and my god. And like I said, each phase they get way more feisty, let's say, and they kind of mix up their attack pattern. So the thing is, I don't want to lose. I don't want to go through that level again. So, but sometimes you need to. Sometimes you need to die in order to progress in the game. So that's pretty much it. That's the first boss, and I think this game is really cool because I do like roguelike games. I love Binding of Isaac. Haven't played Hades yet. I do love Splunky. So this game could get very discouraging, but remember, sometimes you need to die in order to proceed. Because when you die, you go back to the level, you find cool items, and you get how you say, you get buffs, and you can beat the level. This game is not for everybody. I know I say that a lot, but it's um it's really cool, and I think that I'm gonna have hours of fun with this. So I do like it. I want to play more. I sorry if I didn't cover everything, because it's gonna take hours. But thanks so much for watching, and like, subscribe, live long, game on. Peace out.